technologies. So those things I will look into in my own time. I'll look into them, and then I'll bring in those technologies to curb these erosions from the NIP so that it doesn't get out of hand. And again, I say this, because erosion is our problem, we will provide gutters and waterways.
Thank you very much. It is still the Abia State Election Debate, Day 3. The debate organized by the Abia State Election Debate team comprising of Flo 94.9 FM, Buzz 89.7 FM, Vision Africa Radio 104.1 FM, Abia Facts Online TV, and all platforms under Online Media Practitioners Association of Nigeria, OMPAN, Abia State Chapter. We will go for the first break today, and when we'll return, we'll get to hear more from the candidate of the People's Democratic Party and the candidate of the Young Progressive Party aspiring to represent Umunochi, Esekwato Federal Constituency.
Good people of Nigeria, the forthcoming general election will be conducted with the use of the card reader. Accreditation of voters will take place in all polling units from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. The voter's name will be checked in the voter's register, while his or her permanent voter's card will be verified by the card reader. Any voter whose card is not verified by the card reader will not be accredited or allowed to vote. Voters who pass the verification will be duly accredited to vote. Vote during the 2019 elections. Elect leaders of your choice. INEC, making your vote count, consolidating our democracy.
This message is brought to you by Abia State Election Debate Team.
Isukwato Nguriano, Umunochi Nguriano, onye mmeri abịala, nwokorobịa Chineke kpọrọ ka ọ ga-anọchite anyị bụ ndị Isukwato na Umunochi Federal Constituency na ụlọ iwu Federal House of Representatives. Ọ ga-ewebatara anyị ihe na ọganiru n'ala Isukwato na Umunochi. Tụnyere Mbakwe Victor Ikechukwu maka nnọchite doro anya, tụnyere party YPP maka ọganiru ndị okorobịa. Ngwa gazie gagwa ndị obodo Isukwato na Umunochi na Mbakwe abịala ọzọ. Mbakwe ga-eme karịa. I will vote YPP. I will vote a youth. I will vote Victor Mbakwe Ikechukwu for a better representation of Isukwato Umunochi Federal Constituency at the House of Representatives. YPP, service to the people.
Vote, not fight. Election, no be war. The 2019 election will soon be conducted. Voters, candidates, and their supporters, as well as the general public, are required to ensure that the elections are peaceful and rig-free. Shun do-or-die politics, violence, thuggery, snatching of electoral materials, or disruption of voting process at the polling unit, or any malpractices that may mar the conduct of the elections. Do not attempt to vote more than once, or harass any voter or any election official. Let us accept the election results with the spirit of sportsmanship. It is our collective duty to make the election peaceful and successful. INEC, making your vote count, consolidating our democracy.
This message is brought to you by Abia State Election Debate Team.
Ogabia Central Ro, TA Ojiwe Fasato. Orutile na Abia South wo, Okezi Pazu we buroche ya. Ndabu wala wazie, no kezo labia. Ndibubu ya chere, Okezo Abia Rafasato. Eme watake meribe ya neloa, Ekorala. Mewa digonyo dimae, onye megbula wanne ya o. Eme watake meribe ya neloa, Ekorala.
Ndi wetalozi abotu akpọrọ Abia Equity Forum.
Yes, so Naija for life. Time don't reach when you go carry your hand go up. May you vote for the correct person wey go come outside for inside state and the national election. Stand up so that they go count your vote and that your votes go cause better change. Stop to the complain. Make sure say you go vote. This time everybody must come outside. Whether you be old pile, you be old mille. As long as say you don't reach 18 years, go up. INEC officials they don't train people so that no matter anything where they for inside your body, you go 60 go vote. This time around, you no go vote. Say we come they go vote, they go fight for them, go cause gbege. This country na real better country, and only great people way better like you, knife full inside. For this one, we go agree, go stand together, go put person when the be say go really be better leader for inside the nation. This one na your job, oh, make you take vote well. All right, this message so now the Abia State Election Debate Group. Now then I dey torchlight you. Don't hear am.
On Abia State Election Debate, coming up on Thursday, 17th of January, is the Isikwato Umunochi Federal Constituency for the House of Representatives. Jude Udachara of the People's Democratic Party, Victor Mbakwe of the Young Progressive Party will slug it out by 3 p.m. Live on the partnering media houses, Flow 94.9 FM, Boys 89.7 FM, Vision Africa Radio 104.1 FM, Abia Fact Online TV, and all platforms under Online Practitioners Media Association of Nigeria, Abia State Chapter. Stay tuned. Welcome back to the studio of the Abia State Election Debate. The debate organized by the Abia State Election Debate team comprising of Flow 94.9 FM, Umuahia Boz 89.7 FM, Aba Vision Africa Radio 104.1 FM, Umuahia, Abia Facts Online TV, and all platforms under Online Media Practitioners Association of Nigeria, OMPAN, Abia State Chapter. Well, we do have two candidates here from the Isikwato Umunochi Federal Constituency. Although we sent letters out to candidates of various political parties and their candidates, some responded positively while others ignored our invitations. And now, just two candidates are here. The candidate of the People's Democratic Party, Jude Udachara, and the candidate of the Young Progressive Party, Victor Mbakwe. Now, let's continue the debate. The next question here: what are your plans for the teeming unemployed persons in your constituency? We'll begin with the candidate of the Young Progressive Party, Victor Mbakwe.
If you come to my place, you will realize that a whole lot of youths are unemployed, and you have most of them doing Okada and tricycle, keke napep business, and you realize that these are youths that have potentials. When you speak with them, you realize that these youths have great potentials. Some of them want to further their education, but there's no opportunity for them to further their education. Some of them want to learn one trade or the other, but they've not been presented with that opportunity. And in the past, people that have come to empower them only bring bikes, bring Okada for them to do Okada and to do keke napep, without bringing normal empowerment, empowering them so that they can be on their own. They can be self-sustainable on their own. They can sustain themselves. In my time, I will look at providing opportunities for those who want to further their education through a scholarship scheme that will always set exams that people will take from all over the constituency, and then we choose people from that exam. Those people we choose from there will be awarded scholarships to further their education to the university level up to the second degree if they wish to. And again, we'll also bring in people to train the young people on different means of livelihood, on carpentry, on so many of these self-sustaining jobs, so that they can be on their own. We can empower them so that they can create jobs. Most of them have the ability, they have the energy, they have the knowledge and the ideas to create jobs for themselves, but they lack finance, they lack the opportunities of creating this wealth. So we will create an opportunity for them. We'll bring out a source of disbursement bursary that we can use to empower those people that want to go into these sections of trades. We'll train them. After training them, we'll empower them with some certain funds so that they can be on their own. And we'll do this thing quarterly. As we continue to empower them and they continue to do that, do those jobs they want to do, get into carpentry, into farm, being good farmers, trying to move into
all right, thank you very much. Your time
fish
is
farming
up.
and other aspects.
All right, thank you very much. Now to the candidate of the People's Democratic Party, Jude Udachara. What are your plans for the teaming unemployed persons in your constituency?
My constituency plays host to 3 universities. The Abia State University, Gregory University in Uturu, Abia State University in Uturu, then Spiritual University in Umunochi. And those universities have churned out a lot of graduates, and most of them, some even 4 years after graduation, after even getting their PhDs, they are yet without jobs. This has been a worry to me, and I've assisted some of them pick up appointments here and there, but that's just as a private person. But when elected, I really want to tackle the issue of unemployment very seriously, especially amongst graduate men and women in my constituency. First of all, during my campaigns, as I've been moving around, I've been assuring them that if after 4 years there's any employable youth that doesn't have a job in my federal constituency, the person should come and fill at my expense. First, I'm going to be very, very aggressive in seeking for jobs for them, using my letterhead to write oil and gas companies. Abia State is part of Niger Delta, so we're entitled to work in oil companies. The current incumbent is just giving us jobs mostly in aviation, some jobs in aviation. There are about 46 ministries going to would have been harassed. The directors of the ministries, the permanent secretaries, the ministers, whoever they are, to give jobs to graduates from my constituency, like Pius Anyim had done in Ishiago, with Ishiago people. I am going to also, sorry to say it, bug my state ministries, wherever the commissioners are, the head of service, to also give spaces to graduates from my constituency. Then those of them who are not graduates, or graduates that also want to acquire skills, send them to the multi-skill acquisition centers. A friend of mine is running owns the one in Umuabiakwa in Obingwa local government. I will send most of them to go there and learn skills in tailoring, in medicine, in shoemaking, in iron works, and then I will empower them. I will empower them with cash grants to start up their businesses. So I am going to address the unemployment problems in my constituency with aggression, and I'm passionate about it. I've assisted so many of them get jobs, but it's not enough. As a private person, there are limitations, but if voted into power, I am going to be very aggressive on job creation. Thank you.
Thank you very much, the candidate of the People's Democratic Party. The next question will be directed to you too. What is your reaction to the issue of zoning when it comes to elective positions, especially as it affects your constituency?
Zoning is enshrined in PDP constitution, to which the party to which I belong, and issue of marginalization caused the first civil war we fought in this country. So I support zoning, and my candidacy today, thanks to zoning. I come from Uturu, a community that has only 4 wards. The other communities, Sukwato has 6 wards. Umunochi has 12 wards. But for the interest of zoning, equity, and fairness, the 3 major communities that belong to my party came together and asked my community to, encourage us to run for the office. And then I emerged. Naturally, I wouldn't have gotten so much chances, even not for equity and zoning. So zoning is good. We've witnessed what I call And Ebin, you know, that is death of restiveness in the Niger Delta, because for once, a son of theirs was given an opportunity to serve this country at the highest office, the presidency. And whether we like it or not, the peace we're enjoying today in Nigeria, that youths are not blowing up oil pipelines and gas pipelines, because the people of Niger Delta now feel really they belong to this country. And